The place was called by all the locals Walt Disney's Wild Animal Ranch.
After Walt Disney's death in 1965, the movie business needed less and less of the Beebe's animals and their scenery. And almost as suddenly as the lights, cameras, and sets arrived on the property, they were abandoned.
They left it here, cameras and everything. We've got them yet.
The Beebes were amazed at their inheritance.
He said, "You can have them all. We're through with them."
By the mid-70s, the Beebes officially retired from showbiz and went into biz for themselves, opening the Olympic Game Farm to the public. Today, the animals roam, the movie sets sit, and the Beebes celebrate a life less ordinary. Constructed in 1907, the Moore Theater was the center of the newly deemed theater district along 2nd Avenue. Through many decades of transformation and renovation, the Moore stands as a popular relic and busy stage to world-class performers like Daniel Bernard Romaine, who's warming up for a show tonight at 8 p.m. And for the first time, the walls of the Moore can talk. Guided tours will take you deep into the heart of this centurion.
Below the stage, below the auditorium, and we're going to see dressing rooms and workspaces that the public never gets to see.
This exquisitely detailed and lavishly decorated theater hides a gritty and often curious underbelly.
You see, it's got an interesting little elevation to it, but we had to capture all the space we could for our performers underneath the stage.
The thrones should be raised.
Yes.
Darkened catacombs reveal lost secrets.
And here we have a little hidden passageway.
Oh, yeah.
Often leading to even more darkened and more forgotten places.
Wow.
We really are in the depths of this theater.
There's dust bunnies older than I am in here.
Yes.
So where are we?
We're directly below the stage. You can look up to see the wood floor up above us.
So this is the kind of place only the workers come to. You don't allow fans back here.
No, this is definitely...
Then how do you explain this?
Unlike any other Emmy, the Northwest Regional Emmy is distinctive in its construction. It begins with a life-size model. Then a master sketch artist creates a rendering. Google Images is sometimes used too for comparison purposes. The first step in fabricating the Emmy mold is one of the most dangerous. A secretive and highly toxic combination of chemicals is used to create the Emmy's wings. The hazardous compound is delicately poured into a rotocaster. This gyrating motion keeps the volatile chemicals from settling. If they do, it would create an explosion devastating 10 square miles, like it did in 1966. Nearly 100 gallons of deadly toxic chemicals and acids are used for each Northwest Regional Emmy. And all of it must be delicately disposed of immediately after use.
JC, here I am. Someone called in sick. You got the B team. I'm here. Yeah. Our problems are solved. We'll get these all bagged up in no time. What do I got to know? Just fill it up, right?
Fill it up.
That could be thrown 20, 30 rows, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We need to bag 500,000 peanuts for just one game. And my 6-hour shift has just begun.
6 hours bagging pallets and pallets loads of peanuts. What do they pay you? Peanuts? It's got to be peanuts, right? Fold, twist, roll. That's what I like to do when I get packed.
The hours grew long. And patience short. I'd better leave it to the pros. And next time you're at Safeco, crack one for the peanut packers, helping fill the stadium, one bag at a time.
Marijuana, the burning weed with its roots in hell.
Marijuana has always had its critics and its share of celebrity defenders.
Talk it out, man.
Some a bit more conservative than others. Perhaps none more soft-spoken than this local icon.
Hi, I'm Rick Steves, back with more of the best of Europe. This time, we're in the land of Mozart.
For 30 years, Rick Steves has been a mild-mannered television host and travel author. His decades of European travels have inspired him to take on a new, unconventional role right here at home.
As far as drug policy goes, most people think there's two ways. You can be soft on drugs or hard on drugs. And I'm bringing in a European perspective, which is neither hard nor soft on drugs. It is smart on drugs.
He may not look the part, but he's very much pro-pot.
For me, high is a place, and sometimes I want to go there.
But don't get the wrong impression.
For me, this is not all about smoking pot. This is all about changing a prohibition against marijuana.
And for the record, marijuana is definitely prohibited by law in Washington State.
We're not criminals here, and if you are insulted by a law that says you and your friends are criminals,
I challenge you to get active. I mean active. If you're not a member of NORML or some advocacy group, you're not helping.
The unlikely activist is using his normal persona to lead the way with NORML itself.
I have the privilege of being I'm a board member of NORML, the National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Laws. There's nothing to be afraid about. We're not asking anybody to smoke pot. We're just saying stop arresting people that do.
At events like Seattle's annual Hemp Fest, Rick is a welcomed face of credibility.
You think that your involvement in events like this and you coming out and not speaking on behalf of something that may not be that popular sort of gives you a street credibility of sorts with a younger generation? A lot of folks going, hey, Rick Steves, man!
It's a very funny thing because I'm sort of the straight guy here, you know?
Straight and narrow in appearance, but broad-minded. Many see him as a rock star in corporate attire.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
It's my pleasure.
I appreciate it.
For $5, he'll play Stairway to Heaven for you.
Zombie Walk has become a tradition that pays tribute to the misunderstood life of a zombie.
It's not their fault they are the way they are. I mean, they didn't choose it upon themselves. It's something that happened to them. So you can't blame them for what they do.
What they do is stagger through the streets, surrounding the often nervous onlookers.
Screaming's good. If I hear someone screaming, the more you scream, the more zombie attention you will attract, whether you like it or not.
The decaying delinquents say it's all in good fun, although they don't actually say much of anything. It takes a lot of guts to be a zombie. But the participants are eating it up. And like most of the undead brethren, Cleo is only a zombie for a day.
I'm a jewelry designer.
So the next time you see a mass mob of zombies wandering the streets, don't be too quick to judge.
Well, I'm a computer programmer.
I'm an engineer at Boeing.
I'm a family counselor.
Or it might just be a mild-mannered TV reporter.